日本時間3月26日、米国時間25日、MLB2025 年シーズン開幕直前となるフリーウェイシリーズ最終戦がドジャースタジアムで行われる。この試合を前に、ロサンゼルス・ドジャースのデーブ・ロバーツ監督が取材に応じ、スポーツネット LA、自前の放送局が伝えた。ロバーツ監督はチーム状況について、選手たちは時差ボケも解消し、準備万端、特にダスティン・メイの復帰登板とムーキー・ベッツの体調回復が非常に楽しみ、と明るい表情で語った。また、昨年のワールドシリーズ優勝に伴い、大谷翔平を含むチームがホワイトハウスから公式招待を受けたことも明かし、アメリカで最高の栄誉、私も翔平も参加を楽しみにしている、と述べた。さらに大谷については、この開幕前最後の試合でも、彼の打席はやはり特別な空気が流れる。今日はその活躍をぜひ楽しんでほしい、と期待を寄せている。間もなく、大谷の豪快な打撃シーンを日本語字幕付きでお届けする。引き続きお楽しみください。
One last dress rehearsal before the marathon truly begins. Mookie Betts and the Dodgers taking on the Angels, wrapping up their exhibition freeway series at the Big A in Anaheim. 9 more innings until spring training closes, and then we can open up the curtain on the 2025 regular season. First pitch right here in 60 minutes as we say hello and welcome to Leadoff LA. John Hartung here alongside James Loney, Adrian Gonzalez, the final tune-up of the spring for the Dodgers and also for us. So you don't want to have too good of a pregame show or postgame show because you guys want to save the good stuff for the regular season, right?
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. You know, we were talking right before the show came on. I was thinking 4 for 4, but you know what? I'll take a nice 1 for 4 day with 3 hard hits. I'm good with that.
There you go.
That's too many at bats. I mean, if you're ready, you're ready. You know, get 1, 2 at bats and get out of there. You know, make sure you don't get hurt. Make sure you get your swings in, get a couple nice little jogs to first base, and then after your second at bat, you get to first base. You look over to Doc and you go, Doc, I'm ready to go.
Okay,
and you give a high five to the young kid.
For pre and post game purposes, we need you both to go CG here, okay?
Yeah, we're going to
go the distance. All right. Well, the spring finale is finally here, and this is how Dave Roberts is stacking things to begin tonight's game. You've got Shohei leading it off, followed by the return of Mookie Betts at shortstop and in the 2-hole. Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez round out the first 4. Max Muncy's playing third. Will Smith back there to do the catching. Michael Conforto. Tommy Edman batting 8th, playing second. Andy Pages is hitting 9th in center field behind Dustin May. Adrian, what sticks out to you?
I mean, you know, the one thing that sticks out, you got the picture right there. You got Mookie Betts in the lineup. That's what everybody's looking at. That's what everybody's excited to see. How does he look? How does he feel? And you know what? Can he get through this game? And can he get to Thursday with himself feeling good and being able to gain a little bit of weight by then?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we know the top 6 guys in this lineup. Everybody knows these guys, but we look at Michael Conforto, Tommy Edman, and Andy Pages. Could this be the best bottom 3 in the league this year? You know, could that be the 7, 8, 9 consistent lineup we see from the Dodgers? You know, those aren't 3 bad guys to pick from. They can all do different things, drive the ball for power, hit for average, so we'll see.
And due to that stomach illness, Mookie Betts hasn't played a game in 16 days while also losing about 18 pounds, but he's going to give it a go in this final tune-up before the opener on Thursday. Earlier, Dave Roberts gave us an update on Mookie.
Yeah, I think with Mookie, obviously we're a lot of anticipation for him being back in the lineup. What do we expect to see? My hope is that he takes 3 at-bats, plays, you know, 4 or 5 innings of defense and comes out of it feeling good and wanting for more. And then we'll kind of assess how he feels tomorrow as he takes more live at-bats tomorrow during the workout.
If he's out there for opening day, is it fair for the expectation to be him being back to being that everyday player, or would you kind of try to balance his schedule with Miguel Rojas just early while he's still getting healthier?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really thought too much ahead of the 3-game series this coming weekend. You know, Mookie's a unique person and player, so I don't want to kind of limit him if we don't need to. And we'll kind of play it by ear, I guess, to see if he plays 2 or 3. That's kind of contingent on how he's feeling.
Hi, John. Well, it's no secret that the last few years for Dustin May, they have been a grind to say the least. And as you've talked about, then you add the esophagus surgery, which was very scary for him. He was very honest with us during spring, just the emotions and understanding that this game and in this life, it's not guaranteed. So for him to have the spring that he did, to be named that 5th starter in the rotation, and now to be back in a big league stadium, it's going to be a special night for him. Yes, it's only spring training, but still, you have to take in these moments when they come. Dave Roberts today, he talked about just the emotions that Dustin might feel and how he's really impressed him this spring training.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some emotions. Dustin pitches with emotion regardless, but certainly this kind of trek and getting close to being back in a regular season game, I think in one sense he senses the finish line in one sense of that. He's had a really good spring. Like you said, he's earned the 5th spot. And so he's had a good spring. So I'm looking forward to go out there and compete and pitch the way he has and just keep building on it. And I think you're going to see some fire, some energy. And, you know, right now we're in a pretty good spot.
When you look at the spring that he had, what stood out to you most about him, whether it was him getting back to just being healthy and in a really good spot, or maybe even him evolving as a big league pitcher coming off of the injuries and the surgery?
I think the main thing that I've seen from Dustin is he's managing his emotions better. That's one part of it. And also, I think that, you know, when he does start to lose command, he has shown the ability to get back into counts, get a ground ball double play when he needs to, get swing and miss when he needs to, as opposed to letting it sort of spiral out of control.
When you talk to the coaches about Dustin May, and especially just kind of what they see from his stuff, they say, well, he looks like the Dustin May before the surgery, before the injuries, but even a little bit more refined and or just mature and in a different spot. So they've been really pleased with what they've been seeing from him. The plan for him this evening is going to be about that 5-inning mark, similar to what we saw from Tyler Glasnow last night. So with it being his final tune-up, they're hoping that it's a really good one. And then his next start will be in the regular season. It'll be game 2 of that Braves series on Tuesday, so a week from today, guys.
Time to call your shot. Adrian, the last time we saw you, it was like 2:45 in the morning. You not only called your shot, you called the exact pitch that Tommy Edman was going to hit a home run on in Tokyo, so you've earned the honors to go first tonight.
All right, sounds good. Well, you know what? We're going through the top plays of spring. I see Freddie Freeman get a hanging breaking ball, hits it out of the fence. I say, why not? Let's go, Freddie. Freddie looking good. Freddie, why don't you hit a breaking ball over the fence for me here today?
Like it.
All right, I'm going to go with my guy, Andy Pajes. I just feel like, you know, he's going to go deep. I really don't have a great reason. It's spring training. We don't know much about this starting pitcher, so he's got power. He's got the leg kick. I love the leg kick. Let's go.
Well, it is the final game of spring, which means for the players and all of us here, we're only here so we don't get fined. James, for you, if you're one of the players, what are you thinking right now?
Don't get hurt. No, you don't want to think that. Obviously, that, you know, can deter you and make your movement slower. But I think just as a hitter, having timing, having you know, good approach up there, knowing what you're trying to do, and trust it.
Yeah, it's all about just having a quality at bat, control the at bat, being able to get what you want out of your at bat, right? If you're going to go up there and you're going to tear yourself and look out for fastball, get ready, get the head out.
All right, Code Red on the mound for the Dodgers. His final spring tune-up. Let's send it out to the Big A, Stephen and Ike.
Thanks so much, John. We got 2 more days and 1 more exhibition Freeway Series game until the Dodgers welcome the Tigers to the home opener on Thursday. All right, let's say hello. Eric Karros and Steven Nelson in the booth. Kirsten Watson down on the field. EK, we welcome everybody to the Big A one final time, and we welcome Mookie Betts back to the Dodger lineup.
Yeah, really excited to see him back in the lineup. It's been 16 days since he last stood in a batter's box. You know, a lot of these guys tonight is, I just want my at-bat and get out of here. Mookie, I expect to see 2 or 3 at-bats. If I'm him, I'm standing up there and seeing a lot of pitches, just trying to get some timing of the game. Because, again, he's going to be ready to go on Thursday against a Cy Young Award winner.
Happy to see Mookie Betts back, and we're excited to watch Dustin May back on the mound this year. This is his last tune-up before the regular season.
Yeah, and this is a guy, if he can stay healthy, he can be one of the better pitchers in the National League. This is a man that's coming into this season, and he'll be a free agent at the end of this year with 190 innings pitched. When he is healthy, the sinker, the slider, the curveball, the cutter, nasty, nasty, nasty. like to see him get a good ramp up tonight to get ready for Atlanta.
All right, let's welcome in Kirsten down on the field, who has more on the plan for Dustin and then after.
Yeah, Stephen, the plan for Dustin May today is for him to hopefully get through 5 innings. Dave Roberts does expect there to be a few emotions out there on the mound. This will be his first game back in a big league stadium in nearly 2 years. And he's a pitcher who pitches with some fire and emotion. Everyone's been excited from what they've seen from him this spring. He's earned that 5th starter in the rotation. And his next outing, as EK said, is going to be Game 2 of the Braves series. So a week from today, guys.
Thank you, Kirsten. When we come back, it's the Freeway Face-Off finale of the spring. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman on the other side. Dodgers in the dugout waiting for the Angels to take the field so we can kick off this last exhibition game. And you saw that embrace between Mookie and Doc. I mean, just how happy Mookie Betts is feeling to be back in this lineup presented by your Southern California helpful Honda dealers. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, the first 4. Gosh, it's good to say those 4 names in order again. Max Muncy batting 5th at 3rd. Will Smith, after having yesterday off, is back behind the dish. Michael Conforto, Tommy Edman, and Andy Pajes, the last 3. EK, I know it's not opening day, but that is an opening day lineup.
Well, it is an opening day lineup. It'll be interesting to see, though, come Thursday, just because you're going to face the Cy Young Award winning left-hander Tarek Skubal. But this is a potent lineup. You're going to get a dry run this evening, and again, so good to see Mookie back in the lineup.
Dustin May walking back from the bullpen as he prepares for his final start of spring training. Has been getting certainly a lot of work in over the last couple of weeks since the Dodgers have been in Tokyo. He will be opposed by Jack Kohanowitz. Oh, you like tall starting pitchers? This is the matchup for you, because Kohanowitz is listed at 6'7", and May is about the same.
You can have a volleyball contest or a dunk contest. But this guy has a lot of arms and legs. And, you know, one thing about the Angels, if you are in that organization and you can pitch, you're going to get an opportunity. And this is another young man, and you see what he did last year, an ERA just under 4, 65 innings, only 10 walks.
Not a strikeout pitcher, as those numbers just illustrated, but a 3rd-round pick of the Angels back in 2019 out of high school in Pennsylvania. Shohei Ohtani doing some studying in the on-deck circle with Mookie Betts behind him. Only saw Show for a couple of ABs last night, struck out both times.
He's ready.
Yeah.
I mean, he was ready. We saw in Tokyo, he was ready. 3 hits, 2 extra base hits. I mean, it does have to be weird, though. Your season has started, stats have counted, and it is different because you're coming in here and it's, you know, really, you outside of Mookie today, you're just trying to get through this thing unscathed and get home, get some rest, maybe show up tomorrow, a little voluntary workout. Get going on Thursday.
The pregame pleasantries exchanged. You saw Malachi Moore, the home plate umpire, kind of step into the right-handed batter's box and delay things just a moment. So Shohei will restart his routine. Another salute to Ron Washington in the Angel dugout, and now we're ready to play ball. Kohanowitz sets and deals, and Shohei takes ball 1 just a hair low. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and a strike. Kohanowitz is November of 2023. He was added to the 40-man roster of the Angels, and last July called up to the big leagues for the very first time. That One in the air, left field side, drifting over Taylor Ward to make the catch. Shohei flew out to left leading off the game. The lineup turns over. Second trip to the plate starts off with strike one getting called against him. Hoppy snap it back over the plate. Settled a little bit.
Yeah, this series they've been staying away from Shohei. Everything on that outer part of the plate and off of the plate.
Setting up inside for this 2-1 pitch. Out of the zone, fouled back, strike number 2.
You know, we were talking about that protective gear that Hoppy was wearing, and thankfully so. You see, Shohei's got that one on his hand that is really important. You know, and so many things there. That's not only, you know, just helping it, that's pitching arm there too.
Shohei was throwing on the field before the game today. In case you missed it yesterday, Dave Roberts telling folks that the plan is for Ohtani to throw a bullpen session this weekend at Dodger Stadium. And now getting ready for this 3-2. Hits it in the air, right center field. This is heading back and off the base of the wall. So Shohei slides in with a one-out double in the third.
It's the pitch down out of the zone, but Shohei goes after it. Comes off the bat at 99 miles an hour.
Well, on second for Mookie Betts. Mookie 0 for 1, grounded out to third his first time up. First pitch popped up towards Shanoel, drifting into foul ground. So it'll be up to Freddie Freeman. Kohanowitz out of the stretch. And he fouls back 96.
Dodgers have been squaring up Kohanowitz. Four of the last 5 hitters have exit velocities of 99 miles an hour or greater.
6'7" right-hander from Pennsylvania. Looks back at Ohtani, then focuses on Freeman. Now, Freddie flew out in the first inning, but that was a ball that he didn't miss by much, EK. I mean, he knew it off the bat, but it was caught right in front of the fence in left field. He's behind 0-2. Got a piece, but right into Ohapi's mitt. So a strikeout for Kohanowitz, stranding the leadoff double by Shohei.
ついに野球の神がアメリカの聖地ロサンゼルスに再降臨した我らが二刀流の英雄大谷翔平が日本での歴史的な東京シリーズを終え堂々たる凱旋帰国を果たした。激しい時差ボケに苦しむチームが本拠地ドジャースタジアムに戻り早速行われたエンゼルスとの交流戦を勝利で飾るなどその存在感は別格である。ドジャース監督デーブ・ロバーツも熱を込めて語った。選手たちはまだ旅の疲れを抱えているがこの数日の準備期間で万全を期す。特にダスティン・ メイは約2年ぶりに公式戦の舞台に戻る。感情豊かな彼がどんなピッチングを見せてくれるのか楽しみで仕方ないと、その表情には自信がみなぎっていた。しかしチームにとって唯一の懸念材料が浮上している。主力のムーキー・ベッツが原因不明の胃腸不良に悩まされ、驚異的な体重減少と戦っているのだ。だが監督は力強く言い放った。ベッツは必ず復活する。彼は特別な選手であり、必ず我々の前に再び立ちはだかる。と、そして我々が最も熱狂するのはもちろん、あの男、大谷翔平だ。今季からドジャースのユニフォームを身にまとい、アメリカだけでなく日本、さらには世界中のファンが彼の躍動を待ちわびている。実際、東京シリーズでの彼の存在感は圧倒的だった。公式ショップは大谷グッズを求める人々で埋め尽くされ、まさに大谷翔平旋風が吹き荒れたのである。彼が放つホームラン、その一打は希望の弾丸とも称される。彼が放つ強し速球はまさに高速の閃光だ。一挙手一投足が人々の心を捉えて離さない。ドジャースファンのみならず、全米の野球ファンが彼の伝説を目撃しようと熱い視線を注いでいる。かつて野茂英雄がそうであったように、イチローがそうであったように、彼らをもしのぐほどの生きる伝説、それが大谷翔平だ。今彼の物語が新たなページをめくろうとしている。アメリカの地で再び奇跡を起こし、野球界の歴史を塗り替えるであるお姿を我々は見届けることができるのだ。さあファンよ、この瞬間を決して見逃すな。すべての試合が伝説の一幕となる。テレビの前でも球場でも大谷翔平が生み出すドラマを全力で楽しもう。野球史上最高のスターが再び歴史を動かすとき、その瞬間を共に刻もうではないか。